Hi and welcome everyone to another video. My name is Denis and today I'm going to show you my team selection for Game Week 18 of Fantasy Premier League, so let's just jump straight into it. Okay guys, so as I said before, today I'm going to show you my team selection for Game Week 18. We're going to discuss about my moves, if I'm still going to make some moves, but first of all, before starting this video, before talking about my team, I just want to say Merry Christmas to every one of you. Thanks a lot for your incredible support this year. It was amazing for me and hopefully it was also helpful a little bit for you. But yeah, just enjoy the Christmas, the holidays with your loved ones, with your friends, with your family, and then we can start getting back at FPL after the new year. But yeah, let's get back to FPL, right? Now this is how my team is currently lining up for Game Week 18. Now if you didn't watch my other video yesterday, this week I went early on 2 transfers. I had 4 at the beginning of Game Week 18. On Sunday, I sold Mateta to buy Ekitike, and I also sold Bruno Fernandes, who's injured, to buy Mateus Cunha, like everyone else probably is going to do this week. But this is currently how I am lining up. I'm not ruling out making another transfer this week, but the main thing is I still have 2 free transfers. At the moment, I'm just going to wait to see more information before making another one. There are some moves I'm thinking about, but I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to discuss also about them. Now, let's start with the defense. I'm just going to show you my whole team, as you can see here. I talked about how my team performed in Game Week 17, but I prefer to not discuss any more about that. Now, at the moment, my rank is 253k, which is not great at the moment, but I guess it's not too bad. So hopefully we can improve on that. I'm pretty happy with my team. I'm going to start Raya. Dubravka has a decent fixture against Everton at home, but there's no way I'm going to play Dubravka over Raya. So yeah, he is going to be my starting goalkeeper. Now in defense, I'm going to go with 3 backline with O'Reilly, Alderete and Virgil van Dijk. Now at the moment, this is how I'm thinking I'm going to go. O'Reilly and Virgil van Dijk definitely 100% are going to start if no injuries are going to occur in training or something like that. But the that third spot in defense, I think that we can make a discussion here. I have, as you can see on my bench, I have Lacroix, who's going to play against Spurs at home, and I have also Rodon, who's going to play against Alderete, against Sunderland. So at the moment, I'm backing Alderete. I'm backing the fixture at home. Now, Leeds scored some goals also against Crystal Palace. They scored 4. So, again, I'm just not so sure which one of those 3 defenders is going to score the most points. But honestly, I think that this is decent. Again, it's not amazing to play a 4 million defender, but I have them because of that, because I want to try to rotate. Now, in Game Week 18, Lacroix is going to play against Spurs at home. They just conceded 4 to Leeds. I don't think that Crystal Palace defense suddenly is going to be horrible or something like that, but against Spurs, I think that this is a fixture where I don't know. I can see Spurs scoring more than I can see Leeds scoring against Sunderland, if that makes sense. So again, probably and for sure, Lacroix is better at defensive contributions than Alderete. Probably he's going to get those defensive contributions. Maybe he's also better a little bit in attacking threat, but currently I'm playing Alderete over Lacroix, and I think that's okay. I think that's okay. We're going to discuss in a minute about also Rodon and Lacroix. I could still play, I could go for a 4 at the back formation, which I'm not ruling out at the moment, but it really depends on which move I'm still going to do or not. Now, if we go to my midfield, I saw Bruno Fernandes again. He's not ruled out or something, but I think that I suspect that he's going to be out for some games. And again, looking at the fixtures for Manchester United, it's not the best entry point or anything like that. But because Bruno Fernandes is going to drop in price a lot and Mateus Cunha is going to rise in price a lot, I felt like I need to make that move. And I think that this is a no-brainer. I think that this is the obvious move. This was the obvious move for me to make. Now, maybe you're not in the same boat as me. Maybe you have already Cunha, or maybe you don't like Cunha for some reasons. But again, I think that Bruno Fernandes is going to be out, even if he's going to be back for, I don't know, Burnley, let's say in Game Week 21. Then the fixtures are horrible for Manchester United. So probably I'm not going to want to have Bruno Fernandes until Game Week 23, 24, something like that anyway in my team. Cunha, again, with Bruno out with Mbeumo to AFCON. Probably he's going to be on penalties. Now we are not. I am not 100% sure that's going to be the case, but I think that knowing his record, I think that he's going to be on penalties. Sesko could be on penalties, let's be honest, but I think that Cunha is going to take them. His stats are amazing in the last few gamings. I think that he was pretty much sure the best attacking player from Manchester United in the last few fixtures. And yeah, I think that he's just a great pick to have. Now, looking at other midfielders, obviously Foden is okay. I'm going to keep him. Everybody has him, so it's not going to help my rank that much. Semenyo, because he didn't get that yellow card against Burnley, I just don't see any reasons to make a luxury transfer to sell Semenyo. It's Brentford, the way it's a decent fixture. Who knows, maybe he's going to be on penalties if Clivert is not going to be on the pitch. Anyway, you know the story. I bought Semenyo for Burnley. He got 10-pointer. Really happy about that. I'm going to give him this gaming and then I'm going to reassess. Probably I'm just going to sell Semenyo in gaming 19 or something like that. And in the last spot, this is the worst part of my team. I have Anderson, I have Minte, who's going to play against Arsenal away. Now, as you can see, Minte is the last player on my bench. Probably he's going to be rooted to the last spot on my bench. Arsenal away, I think that is the worst fixture you can have as an attacker. Minte also is not, I don't want to say he's not getting great minutes because he played at least 70 minutes, something like that in the last two, and probably he's going to get decent minutes against Arsenal, but it's just a terrible fixture, and probably I would just start Rodon ahead of him anyway. Now, with Anderson, you could say the same thing. They are going to play against Man City at home. For what's worth, I think that this is a slightly better fixture for an attacker. Now, with Anderson, obviously, we know that he can get defensive contributions and probably he's going to get them against Manchester City in a tougher game, and that's enough. If he's going to get me 4 points or 5 points in the best case scenario, something like that, then I will be happy. He's a 5.4 million midfielder, but again, the real question here is, do I sell Anderson, do I sell Minte to buy another midfielder? And if the answer is yes, which one I'm going to buy? That's currently the debate I'm having. Now we're going to discuss a little bit about what I can do in a second. Midfielders who came into mind at the moment: Cherky, but I have three players from Manchester City. Gordon could be an option. Gakpo could be an option. Uh, I don't know, a cheaper one could be an option, but yeah, at the moment I'm starting Anderson. In attack, Thiago, Ekitike, Haaland. I'm pretty sure this is 100% going to be my lineup. In attack, Haaland is going to be my captain. No need to go smart right now. Ekitike, a really nice shout if you want to captain him, but again, it's really tough to go against Erling Haaland, but if you have the guts, probably Ekitike's minutes are going to be great. I think that, again, if you're asking me if you should buy Ekitike, I don't want to discuss too much about him. Isak is going to be out for a couple of months, so his minutes are going to go straight to the roof. He's not going to be on penalties. That's the only, I don't know, downside of having Ekitike, I guess. But other than that, he's going to have good minutes. He's the number 9 for Liverpool. Although they weren't amazing this season, they are one of the best attacking sides in the Premier League anyway. And Ekitike has been playing amazing at the moment. So he's not just a pick who I bought because he's going to play against Wolverhampton at home and Leeds at home. He's really good at the moment. And also the fixtures help, right? So yeah, Thiago, again, not he's been rubbish in the last few game weeks, but Bournemouth at home, I don't know. I understand if you have if Thiago is the only route for you to buy Ekitike, then yeah, I definitely think that Ekitike is better than Thiago. But for me, I sold Mateta, and probably I'm just going to keep Thiago on penalties. Bournemouth at home is a nice fixture. They are conceding a lot of chances, so I'm going to give Thiago another week probably, and then I'm going to reassess. Now, as I said before, what I can do if I want to make a defensive transfers, I could just sell Lacroix to someone like Keane. I could just sell Alderete to someone like Keane, but I just think that I in defense are not my priorities at the moment. If I have to play Alderete against Leeds at home, I honestly don't think that is going to be the end of the world. They could keep a clean sheet. He's pretty decent also for defensive contribution, so again, I think that I don't need to make a defensive transfer here, considering that I have also Lacroix and Rodon, who all these three defenders are pretty much playable in this fixture. Honestly, now the real headache is going to be which defender I'm going to play, and probably whichever pick I'm going to choose is going to blank. But yeah, it is what it is. So I don't think that I need to make a transfer in defense. I have two free transfers, and the obvious moves are to sell Anderson or to sell Minte. Now, if we move a little bit to my transfers, let me just show you my situation, right? I have 1.9 millions in the bank also, and two free transfers, so I can do some things. Now, if I was to sell someone like Minte, right, again, the fixtures are decent for Minte. So if you just look here, Arsenal away is not amazing, but if I can have a way to keep him for West Ham away, Burnley at home, again, although the minutes weren't great, 70 against Sunderland, he played 90 against Liverpool, and he played also 71 against West Ham. Now the problem is the returns, and after game week 12 have pretty much drained a little bit. So I'm going to have 7.9 million. So sadly for me, I don't have the money to upgrade to someone like Wirtz. Now, Bruno Fernandes is going to be out. Semenyo, I have him already. Rice is definitely an option. He's just, I don't know, I'm not so excited to buy someone like Rice, but again, he's probably the smart move here. Rice is just a type of player you're just going to buy and set and forget. You need to give him some gamings. I don't think that you should just I don't know, buy him, expect him to score 11 points in game week 18, because probably that's not going to happen. But as you can see here, he scored 11 points against Everton, 2, 6, 3, 4, 6, 2. So he's that kind of player who's going to score in a lot of game weeks, 2, 3 points. He's decent for defensive contributions. The fixtures are not amazing, but at least he's going to get probably defensive contributions. He's on set pieces, and at 7.1 millions, he's okay. Now also what I can do, I can just I can just sell probably Anderson to buy someone like Rice. Let me just see. Yeah, I'm going to have 7.3 millions if I'm going to sell Anderson, so I can do that and also keep Minte, which is nice, which is nice. I have just one player from Arsenal, so for me it's not a problem to block another one. If I'm going to want to have obviously Gabriel when he's going to be back, I can do that, and also I can buy Rice. Rogers, again, maybe some people are going to think about him, but because it's Chelsea and Arsenal in the next two, no way, no way I'm going to buy Rogers. Foden, I have him already. Bruno Guimaraes, I think that he's just like a mini Rice or something, but he's just not as good. And if I'm going to go for a player like that, Bruno Guimaraes or Declan Rice, I'm just going to go for Declan Rice. Wilson, he has a little bit of a knock, I think, but he also blanked. So again, it doesn't really matter that he blanked in game 17, right, against Nottingham Forest. I'm just not going to buy him before Crystal Palace, Liverpool, and Chelsea. Saka, I don't have the money to go for him. Neto, I don't want to go for a Chelsea defender, Chelsea midfielder. Sorry, Tavernier, not interested. Dewsbury Hall is injured. Uh, Again, Enzo Lefe, Potts, if I wanna, I don't know, get more cash. But if I'm just going to sell Minte to Enzo Lefe just to bench Anderson, is that such an upside move? Probably not. Probably not. And at the moment, currently, I don't need the money. I have 1.9 million in the bank. I don't want to free up more money. Kudus could be okay. Maybe he's going to be on penalties, but again, I just don't really like the stats. Eze is a no-go for sure. Grealish is an interesting one. Honestly, I think that he's a nice punt because of the fixtures. Burnley, Nottingham Forest, Brentford, Wolverhampton, Aston Villa, Leeds. If you want to buy a player for 5 fixtures, Grealish is not the worst option. I think you could go for Gakpo. Now, talking about the players I'm really interested to buy, Gakpo could be one, but Arne Slot just spoke today to the media, and he said that with Gakpo is about 50-50 that he's going to be involved against Wolverhampton at home. So I'm just not sure if I want to risk it. But if I knew for sure that Gakpo was going to start, I would just go for Gakpo, because at the moment Liverpool have a lot of injuries. I just think that he's going to go straight up into that starting 11, and since I don't have the money to go for Wirtz, I think that Cody Gakpo is a nice option. I have the exact money to go for him at the moment from Anderson, but again, I'm not sure if we're going to get another press conference from Arne Slot. Probably not. So I'm just not sure if I can go there. If I think that, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's going to be involved or not. Other than that, yeah, if you look at other midfielders, Doku is still injured. Another one could be Gordon, who also I have the exact money to go for him, 7.3 millions. But again, with Gordon, the only problem is that he's not getting 90 minutes every game. Everybody knows that. But he's on penalties. He's a nice punt. I don't really like that he has two fixtures away, Man United and Burnley. Newcastle are just playing better at home. And the problem is with Gordon, if I was sure he was going to start and play 75 minutes, let's say in the next 5 6, I would just buy him right now. If you can guarantee me that he's going to start all those games and play 75 minutes in them, but the thing is he could be benched also, and then yeah, he's been decent. He's been decent. He played 71 minutes against Chelsea, scored a 10-pointer, 1 point against Sunderland away, 10 points against Burnley, 71, 73 minutes, 58 just against Sunderland, 24 against Spurs. So again, I'm just not sure if I can trust someone like Anthony Gordon for me. So yeah, that's why at the moment I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure how I want to go. If we move back to my team, other players I'm willing to sell. Anderson, Minte. If I'm going to sell Minte, I have 7.9. Now, I don't think that's going to, let's sort by price here. I could go for Odegaard, but probably I don't want to do that. Eze, Neto, Gordon, Gibbs White, Rogers, Rice, Clivert, Shade. Again, could be a decent option, but I have already Thiago. His stats are not amazing. He's just not that exciting. Uh, and I would rather just go for Gordon probably. And yeah, other than that, that's it. Now, yeah, I'm sorry I can't give you a definite answer. Mount could be an option, I guess. Jeremy Pino could be an option. uh, Chiesa, again, I'm just not going to go for Chiesa. And yeah, pretty much that's it. So, as I said before, currently this is how I'm lining up for Game Week 19. The thing is, I'm just not sure at the moment which midfielder I want to buy. And if I have the possibility, I want to sell someone like Minte instead of selling someone like Anderson, because if I can have someone like Minte who's going to play against West Ham and Burnley, even if I don't know he's not going to be in my starting 11, at least I have him as an option. Now probably that's going to give me a huge benching headache in game week 19 and 20, but I'm willing to give him that chance. And Anderson, I don't know, probably he's just not the type of player who I'm willing to have patience. The fixtures doesn't really matter that much with Anderson because he's going to be constant. He's going to get defensive contributions. City, Everton, West Ham, Aston Villa, Arsenal. He got 4-3-4, 2-6-9-9. So he's a mini Rice, I think. Anderson. He could also be on some set pieces, and he's just much more less money. So again, he's nice. If you want to keep Anderson, he's also nice. But yeah, at the moment, I think that I'm willing to go for someone like Gordon, but I'm also open to the option of just rolling, going in game week 19 with 3 free transfers, and then seeing what I can do. Maybe I'm just going to sell Semenyo, maybe sell Anderson, maybe sell Thiago. Maybe at that point, I want to buy someone like Voltemart. Maybe I want to buy Burnley against I want to buy sorry Anthony Gordon against Burnley. Maybe someone like Voltemart instead of Thiago. Maybe go for someone like Bowen. But in game week 18, yeah, at the moment I'm just not sure. So sorry for the huge rambling. Hopefully this video is not too long for you. Thanks a lot again for watching this long. Really appreciate. I'm not sure if this is going to be the last video you're going to see for me from me this week, but I'm going to make sure you're going to be with me on my deadline stream. That's going to happen hopefully. And yeah, thanks a lot for amazing support this year. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, hit that subscribe button. Also consider becoming a member of this family if you want all those perks, and if you want especially to support this channel. It really means a lot to me. And again, Merry Christmas everyone. Have a really nice enjoy your holidays with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones, and I'm going to see you next time. Bye.
bag pura lor ce fac. Bag pura lor când mă întreabă oamenii de unde sunt, le zic de va. Apoi îmi bag pura lor